Have you ever felt like the odd one out when no one seems to understand your way of thinking or doing things? Maybe you're a Sigma male and don't even know it. While feeling different isn't just for Sigma males, it's definitely more common for them. They're the rarest type of men, so it's no surprise if their behavior seems a bit strange to others. They are often misunderstood and get labeled the wrong way. But that's just because they operate in a way that's not familiar to most people. If you're a Sigma, here are 6 uncommon things you'll definitely relate to. Number 1. Feeling like you're stealing when leaving a store without buying anything. Have you ever walked out of a store empty-handed and felt like everyone's eyes were on you? Like somehow, without buying something, you were doing something wrong. It's a strange feeling, but Sigma males often experience it. Even when you have no intention of purchasing anything, leaving the store can feel like you're doing something illegal, and you just want to get out as soon as possible. You might even start thinking about what to say if you get stopped at the door. That weird feeling, like you're guilty of a crime you didn't commit, is something only Sigma males truly understand. These men are very observant and aware of their surroundings. This hyper-awareness sometimes makes them uneasy when they act differently from others. Not buying something from a store, even when they've done nothing wrong, triggers a heightened sense of self-awareness. They are often very private and careful about their actions, so doing something as simple as walking out of a store empty-handed can feel weirdly wrong. This is partly because Sigma males are naturally introspective and overthink things more than others. They tend to analyze every little action and its impact. Leaving a store without buying anything might not seem like a big deal to most, but Sigma males think about how it looks from the outside. Maybe walking out of a store without buying anything seems suspicious, or perhaps it's just their own self-consciousness playing tricks on them. Whatever the reason, it's definitely an uncommon thing that can make them feel a bit paranoid. Number 2. Pacing around the house during a long phone call. Sigma males just can't sit still when they're on the phone for a long time. They have to move around. Pacing back and forth gives them energy and helps them think more clearly. Walking while talking isn't just a quirky habit. It's a way to keep their mind sharp and their body active. Imagine being on the phone with someone for a while, perhaps discussing something important or trying to solve a problem. For Sigma males, sitting down and just talking on the phone can feel counterproductive. They need to be active and keep their blood flowing in order to stay focused. That's why they'll often start pacing around the house while on a long phone call. It's like their brain is more wired when their legs are moving. This simple action keeps them alert and focused, making sure they're fully present in the conversation. Pacing around also helps them relieve any built-up tension or nervous energy. Trying to solve a problem or negotiating something on the phone can be stressful, but pacing around allows them to channel that energy into movement. It's almost like they're subconsciously trying to walk off the stress. They might walk to the kitchen, peek into the living room, or even step outside for a bit of fresh air. It's as if moving around helps them process information better and come up with more thoughtful responses. You might wonder why Sigma males prefer to pace rather than sit still. It all boils down to their natural inclination to avoid feeling stuck. Sitting in one place for too long feels like a waste of time and energy. Walking around helps them feel in control and productive, even during a simple phone call. This habit might seem odd to some, but it's just another way to make the most of every moment. Number 3. Imagining exit scenarios during a boring event. If you've ever been stuck in a boring conversation, wishing you could just vanish into thin air, then you'll understand this one. Sigma males often find themselves daydreaming about different ways to escape. It might sound funny, but it's true. Imagine sitting there while someone drones on, and instead of just suffering through it, you're cooking up escape plans in your mind. While everyone else is zoning out or doodling, they're busy plotting their exit. Maybe they're imagining pretending to get a phone call, or maybe they're thinking about how they can secretly slip out without anyone noticing. It's not about being rude or disrespectful. It's just their aversion to wasting time. Why do they do this? Because Sigma men don't like being stuck in situations where they feel trapped or unproductive. When something feels like a waste, their mind naturally drifts to finding ways out. They're the kind of people who think ahead and plan for all sorts of scenarios, even ones as mundane as enduring a boring meeting. It's not just about escaping the boredom. It's about feeling in control. Sigma males don't like being at the mercy of others or having their time wasted. They might start feeling nervous or agitated if they can't physically leave. So instead of just sitting there and enduring it, they start imagining all sorts of exit strategies. Sure, it might seem odd to some people, but that's just how Sigma men operate. They're always thinking and always planning, even in the most boring situations. Number 4. Covering your laptop camera with a sticker. Have you ever felt like someone might be watching you through your laptop camera? Sigma males are often very privacy-oriented and don't like the idea of being watched without their consent. That's why they might cover their laptop camera with a sticker or tape, just in case. Technology is not always reliable and can be easily hacked or manipulated, so why not take an extra step to protect yourself? It may seem like an extreme measure to some, but it's just a 10-second task for a Sigma. Imagine working on your computer or browsing the web, and suddenly, you're live to someone you don't even know. Sigma males don't leave things to chance. This small act speaks volumes about how much they think things through. If you've ever wondered why someone might take such a small but proactive step, it's because they are cautious and value their personal space. Simple actions like these show just how much they think ahead, always aiming to stay a step ahead of any potential risks. Sigma males are not paranoid. They are simply prepared. They understand that in this digital age, it's easy for someone's privacy to be invaded without them even knowing it. Covering the laptop camera is a quick, easy, and effective way to keep that from happening. This action may seem small, but it reflects a larger mindset of always being aware and taking steps to protect oneself. You might say, "But I don't have anything to hide." Sigma men would answer, it's not about hiding. It's about deciding who gets to see. It's the same reason you close the door when you're dressing or lock your phone when you're not using it. Simple actions, but they make a big difference in feeling secure. Some people might think it's over the top, but it's just common sense to Sigma males. Just a small piece of tape or a special cover, and bam, instant privacy. They're not big fans of social media either. They don't like the idea of sharing every detail of their life with the world. Sigma males prefer to keep a low profile and only share personal information with those they trust. Number 5. Overthinking what to write in a birthday card. Overthinking simple things is something Sigma males do all the time. Their minds are always running, looking for the best way to handle any situation. One of these uncommon things is overthinking what to write in a birthday card. This may sound silly, but it's an important task to them. You're standing in the card aisle, surrounded by hundreds of options. You pick the perfect card, but now you need to write something inside. What do you say? For Sigma males, this question can lead to a lot of thinking. They want their message to be just right, meaningful, but not too mushy, funny, but not over the top. They spend time thinking about the person they're writing to, their relationship, and how their words will be received. It's not that they don't know what to say. They just want to make sure their words have the right impact. They might start writing something but then scratch it out, thinking it doesn't sound good enough. They might write a draft or two before finally writing the card. This process can feel like writing an important speech, even though it's just a birthday card. What if they say something that comes off wrong? What if the joke they planned falls flat? What if their heartfelt message seems cheesy? All these questions might swirl in their heads, making the simple act of writing a birthday card feel like a big deal. But why do Sigma males overthink something simple like this? It's because they care deeply about their connections. They want their words to truly reflect their feelings and to make the other person feel special. They don't like half measures or saying something they don't mean. While others might quickly scribble a generic happy birthday and be done, Sigma males want every word to count. Number 6. Being alone for hours and not feeling lonely. Most people struggle to be alone, even for an hour. They feel restless and need someone to talk to or some company to feel good. For Sigma males, this is the opposite. They can be alone for hours and still feel great about it. It's not because they don't like people, but because they are comfortable with themselves. Imagine a quiet place with a great view. No chattering, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. This might feel strange or even sad to some, but for Sigma males, it's a peaceful paradise. This quiet time allows them to think, dream, plan, or simply relax. Sigma men find value in being alone. They use this time to recharge and reflect on their life and goals. It's their way to gather strength and be ready for the world outside. While others might call friends just to pass the time, Sigma males prefer to spend time alone. They don't feel the need for constant social interaction or stimulation. In fact, too much of it can be overwhelming for them. In a world that's always busy and loud, being alone is like hitting a pause button. It helps them to de-stress and think clearly. Their inner peace comes from having some quality alone time. Others might think being alone is sad or boring, like something's missing from their life. But being alone is not the same as being lonely. While Sigma males enjoy spending time with friends and family, they don't always need it to feel complete. Being alone is a choice and not a punishment for them.